It was a rainy day that day. A man wearing dark sunglasses approached the stand to address the audience. He took the stage. He stood in front of the people. He took a deep breath as he addressed the crowd. The people waited for him to open his mouth, but the words never came. Instead, he pondered to himself, wondering what his wife and child were doing back home. How he would get out of this situation. For you see, he had a secret. And he had a mission. He took off his sunglasses, looked directly into the camera, and said, "Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Oshinoko Episode 8. I have returned. Episode 8 of Oshinoko. In Episode 7, so what happened in the aftermath of Miss Akane trying to jump off a high place. Let's just say that. They managed to somewhat, kind of, maybe a little, resolve the hate around her. But then, that was not the end. For you see, what happened was that apparently, Akane is now obsessed with Aqua, because Aqua is her shining knight in armor. Armor, knight in shining armor. Knight, shining armor in knight. Knight in shining armor, yes. And she's like a little kooky in the head region. So she was like, I am going to literally become the person that he likes the most, his ideal woman. We shall see indeed. So yeah, this is gonna be episode 8 of Oshinoko. Let's go.
一流の役者しかいないと言われる劇団ララライ。黒川茜はそこの若きエース。徹底した役作り、与えられた役への深い考察と洞察。
Ah, okay, so, okay, they're going straight back into the whole, this Akane girl. So she basically, like, is meticulous with her preparation, and she's very good at, like, imitating, I guess?
それらを完璧に演じきる
Yeah.
天性のセンス。
Okay.
リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、役者としては天才と呼ぶしかない。
あかね。
どうしたのアクア？幽霊とか見たような顔して。
いや。
アカネ、おかえり。みんな待たせてごめんね。
ほんとだよ、待ってたぞ。
また楽しくやろうね。
なんか元気そうでよかったけど、もう大丈夫なのか？
え？何が？
何がってそりゃ。
ああ、結構盛大に燃えちゃったからね。
They're doing it kind of weird. It's one thing if she's like straight up acting, but now she's she's not acting apparently. She's like straight the character. Again, very exaggerated, right? One does not simply just get into a role like this overnight. And they did say that yes, you should start acting a character, but like they're not being filmed right now, right? So it's actually, are they getting filmed? Huh?
やっちゃったな。
Maybe.
アカネなんか雰囲気変わった？ユキはこういう私嫌い？アクア、今日は一緒にいようよ。
うん。一瞬で持っていった。キャストもスタッフもカメラマンですら視線を向けざるを得ない不思議な引力。
No.
愛のような。
No. Nope. Not really. This is kind of hard to portray. One does not simply... How do I explain this? One does not simply portray charisma, if that makes sense. I mean, this is the story that they want to tell, where she's so good at, like, she's like a genius to the point where she can, like, just completely copy people's personalities. Okay, sure, but that doesn't really translate to us as the viewer, you know? So to me, it's just a little bit weird. This is basically, like, just imagine you have a friend or something, you hang out with them, and then the next day, they come back to hang out with you and they're acting completely different. Because you know that they're putting on an act, right? Because you know how they really are. You know that they're acting, which makes it weird because other people are not acting. Because there's a difference between putting up a mask, like a social mask, versus straight up acting as someone else. So it's really weird when you have a group of friends or just a group of people hanging out, everyone's kind of themselves, except that one person who is acting as a completely different person.
茜がなんか変なのはもう分かったけど、アクタンもなんか変じゃない？ん？確かめてみよう。ねえアクタン、そこのポーチ取って。
今考え事してる。自分で取って。
それくらいいいじゃん。取ってあげなよ。
うん。はい。
ほら、茜にだけなんか素直。
This is not actually how I expected Aqua to react to this. I honestly, I would have thought he would consider it an insult, or like to think like, why are you trying to imitate like this person that I look up to?
マジでアクタン、ああいう感じが好きなんだ。
茜きっちり仕上げてきたな。
そんなんじゃね
ほらほら好きなんか。
こういう茜が好きなんか。
I'm hoping
え。やめろ。
I'm hoping that they don't keep this going. It's just weird.
だからマジでやめろ。
イヤハのガチじゃん。茜、どうする？
これガチでガチのやつあるよ。どうするどうする？
どうしたらいいのかな。
いつもの茜に
Thank
戻っちゃっ
God.
た。
For a second, I thought they were going with this weird bullshit of like, this new personality took her over type of thing, where she's so into playing the character that she basically becomes the character. That is dumb shit, okay? Like, I'm glad that it's ultimately just an act, and they show that it's just an act.
的にガチできたらガチで。
Otherwise, it was gonna be really fucking weird.
ありかなしかで言ったら。
I'm just hoping that Aqua at some point is gonna be like, dude, stop doing that.
いやだったらもう裏でもあの感じで攻めるしかないでしょ。
マジ？マジ？面白くなってきた。アクアの顔も見たくない。バイバイ。さよなら。
ママ？
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck right off. Shut the fuck up. It's something that only anime can do. You know, it's like the soul of this person. It's all like, it's so similar. At the end of the day, Hoshino Ai, in reality, Hoshino Ai wasn't doing anything special. There's probably plenty of people who have a personality just like she did, and it's like, it's not like Akane looks like her in reality. And I get it, it's an anime, but in reality, even if an actor did a really good job of acting like your deceased mother, you would never think, oh, mom? Mom? You know, it's like, no, just no.
幼年期愛と数年一緒にいたが、俺は愛のことを結局何一つ知ることができなかった気がする。何一つ分かってやれなかった。どこまでが嘘で、どこからが本当なのか。俺にとって愛って何なんだ？ファン、
Good question.
母親、それとも。
I don't like what he's implying.
茜復帰してなんか垢抜けたっていうか可愛いよね。アクアと二人でトラブル乗り越えた強さっていうか、アクアくんめっちゃ意識してるよね。可愛い。もうすぐ最終回か。もっと見たいよね。せっかく面白くなってきたのに。前のシリーズ最後キスあったし。
Oh, shut the fuck up, please. God, I hope they're not gonna fucking push this towards the fucking kissing thing. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like that's just not where the strength of the show lies. You know, the strength of the show doesn't lie with Aqua having relationships with these girls, right? So I just don't like that they're constantly having all these girls constantly on Aqua's dick. I just hate it when they do that.
かな。なあ、今から学校サボって遊び行かね。
And she's gonna be like, oh my god, blushing! Blushing! Oh my god, this guy that I clearly like is now asking me out. It's a personal preference, but I don't like it when they constantly force these things.
マジ不良じゃん。ありえない。マジ最悪。マジ最悪。やっぱあんた変わってる。
そうか。
そうよ。裏若き男女が学校という牢獄から逃げ出して何をするかと思えば、公園でのんきにキャッチボールだもん。わざわざグローブとボールまで買ってさ。私みたいなヘタっぴじゃなくて、もっと上手な人誘えばよかったんじゃない？ルビーとか。
妹に学校サボらせる兄がいるか。
シスコンキモ。じゃあ今勝ちの人とか仲いいんでしょ？
まあ悪くはないけど、一応仕事っていうかそういう気安い関係でもないし。
そうなんだ。
嘘ついたり打算で動くことばっかで、何の打算もなく無駄な会話できる人間って俺の周りにはあまりいない。その点有馬なら気を使わなくていいし。
使えやこら。でもま、そういう相手に選んでくれたってのは悪い気はしないかな。一番人気はユキ。でも最近黒川茜も調子いいみたいだし。
It's weird how they're talking about this. And I don't understand what the point of, oh, who's the most popular? What does that matter? Legitimately, does that matter? I don't fucking know. Not to me. I don't see what's the point of being the most popular in the show? Like, what? No one's gonna give a shit. They almost make it seem like it's some sort of popularity contest, which it's not.
実際のところ、あんたは誰狙いなの？
あくまで仕事だからそういうのはない。
でもタイプとかはあるでしょ？年下が好きとか年上が好きとか。
See, all this time, and I'm sure you understand my point of view here, all this time that they are talking about, oh, Aqua, what kind of girls do you like? I'm sure you have a type, right? All this time, they could be spending with Aqua investigating the father. All this time could be spent showing us what he's investigating and actually doing some more serious storylines. But in reality, as I said earlier, they seem to focus on this harem thing of constantly girls slowly but surely falling for Aqua. And I'm sure we haven't gotten there yet, but I've heard, I didn't see anything, but I heard that there was some backlash of Oshinoko in some of the future episodes that I haven't gotten to yet, that Ruby, the sister, let's just say there's some incest weird bullshit happening. Apparently. I don't know if that was real exactly, but I heard that there was some backlash about, like, Ruby liking him or something. Maybe, I don't know. And, I mean, where does that leave us? You have Akane, who's obviously liking him. Then you have this girl. Fuck, I forgot her name again. Arimakana, who also obviously likes him. Then you have Ruby, who apparently likes him. You know, why are we going down this route again? Every single time we go down the same route. The same fucking road. This road leads to ruin. It leads to a fucking dead end, okay? It is not a good idea to have a bunch of female characters liking your main character because you are leading it down a fucking harem route, which means the main character, even if you wanted to do a romance, you're never gonna do a romance in any form because people are gonna make their ships, and most of the time you can't disappoint these people. If you have Aqua get together with one of the girls, the fans of the other ships are gonna be mad, right? It's completely fine if you want to do a romance with the main character. getting together with one of the girls. It's completely fine. But once you start doing the thing where you show multiple girls being interested in him, it's not only a complete waste of time because none of them will actually get together with him, you're also just taking time away from the potentially good storyline of finding the father. You know? I feel like I'm completely justified in saying this. You know, all of this time where they fucking talk about this shit could be spent on some better shit.
人間の思考は体の発達に大きく影響を受ける。赤ん坊の頃は幼児期健忘で記憶の定着が難しいし、第二次成長期の思春期には周囲への警戒心の高まりをひしひしと感じた。成長していくにつれて精神の方が体と環境に適合していく。どんどんと僕と星のアクアの境目がなくなっていく。
前から思ってたけど怖くて聞けなかった。
Wait, hang on. The boundary... As I grow, my mind increasingly suits my body and environment. Is what he's saying that before he was more childish because he was a child, but now that he's, growing older, he's kind of going back to his previous life, as it were. Like he's kind of going back to his, personality before he reincarnated. Is that what he's saying? Hard to really figure out what this means. Boundary between me and Aqua Hoshino is steadily vanishing. Whatever the fuck that means.
前から思ってたけど怖くて聞けなかった。あんたもしかしてさ、中二病？そういうの早く卒業しなさいよ。痛いから。
要は俺も高校生って話した。自分と近い年齢の子を恋愛対象として認識する。ま、ある程度上の方がいいのは間違いないけどな。
年上好きってこと？へえ。
Also, in case people don't know, when someone says they prefer older girls or older women or older guys, they usually mean about 5 to 10 years, not 1 year older, okay? There is pretty much no difference there's no difference between people who are like 2 years separated, even 3 years. 3 years is a little bit like, okay, we're getting there. But 2 years is nothing. Literally nothing. But yeah, again, notice how long they're spending on this. And at the end of the day, there's gonna be no romance. I can predict this now.
そうよ。アクアとするのが初めて。一番最初。もしかして始球式アイドル狙えちゃう？
やっぱり黒川茜に対する感情はそういうのじゃない。自分の感情に整理がついた。俺は黒川茜に星野愛の幻影を見てるだけ。
いよいよ撮影も終わりだね。寂しいな。アクアくんの言う通りのキャラ付けしたら人気も出てかなり助かったよ。ありがとう。
愛の演技や役作りか。まるで夢を本物を見てるみたいだった。あれってどうやってるんだ？
あ、いや、そんな大層なものじゃ。一応プロファイリングの本とか読んだりはしてるんだけどね。
This is some... I'm not gonna... This is some bullshit, okay? I'm gonna say it straight out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, okay? I'm saying what I think. And I think this is bullshit. Okay? Straight up. They want to portray a more realistic realistic side of things. You cannot... And I'm sorry, but like, there's no way that someone can replicate someone's personality perfectly. You just can't. And not to mention, with Hoshino Ai, she seemed pretty normal. Like, yeah, she did the whole like, oh my god, I'm so cute, oh my god, I'm so friendly, extroverted, haha. right? But it's not like what she did or how she acted was unique in any way, you know? Even if she was somewhat charismatic or what she said was properly timed for whatever conversation she was a part of, it's not like she was doing anything unique per se.
自
Whatever.
分なりに解釈して
It's anime.
いろいろ勝手な設定とか足しちゃってるし、
勝手な設定？
例えば愛には実は隠し子がいるとかだとしたら、いろんな感情のラインに整合性が取れるし、不可解だった数々の行動の理由がわかる。何を考えてどういう人格なのか、数式パズルみたいに分かってくる。
愛の思考パターンってどれくらいわかるんだ？
どういう生き方をしてきて、どういう男が好きかまで、多分大体わかると思うけど。
芸能界には才能が集まる。
Okay, before we go on, so, okay, sure, there is some information to be gathered in this way. I'm sure if she's as good as she says she is, she could probably say, okay, you know, I think based off of her, you know, Hoshino Ai's previous, like, encounters and stuff like that, and her body language and whatever the fuck, right? She was probably into these types of guys, but that's it. And even then, that's really stretching. That's really stretching the reality of things. Even if we accept the stretching of reality here, the suspension of disbelief, it's not like you're gonna get any actual information from this, right? You might narrow it down, or narrow the list of, what, 10 people that you had? 10 or so people? You might narrow the list down, maybe a little, but on the other hand, are you narrowing the list down? Because the father might have been someone that one of these people knew. Again, I'm telling you, investigating these people on the list is not necessarily the best way to go about things. But again, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what information he can gather from
あの
this.
自由奔放で才能の塊だった星野愛が何を感じて何をしたかったのか、これっぽっちもわからないままだった。黒川茜という才能はおそらく何年も一緒にいた俺よりずっと深く愛を理解して行動を完璧にトレースしている。
I think this is some insane bullshit, okay? I don't know if they skipped over the weeks of research that she was doing or whatnot. Because all we saw that she was just researching her a little bit that one night when Aqua told them about Hoshino Ai. And then she did a little research, and then the next day she came and, you know, started acting as Hoshino Ai. And now Aqua's like, she understands Hoshino Ai much better than I do. She understands her mental state and blah, blah, blah. Dude, she did like one night of research. As I said, unless they just didn't show that she did like weeks of research.
俺たちはあくまで仕事上の付き合い。番組が終わったら関わることはなくなるだろう。
Wait, what is her plan?
だけど、黒川茜は。
Swear to God. Okay. I think he's stupid. I think he's stupid as fuck. What is the point of this? Okay, my brain is firing right now, okay? I will tell you exactly why this is stupid as fuck, and why I think Aqua is stupid as fuck. They're trying to make it out to be as if, like, I can use Akane, I will do whatever I have to get my revenge, In reality, if he's like, hey, so, keep this a secret, but Hoshino Ai was actually my mother, and you were right about her having children. And she'd be like, oh my god, really? And he'd be like, yeah, I'm actually trying to find out who the father is because I have no idea. Can you help me with this? And keep it a secret. And she'd be like, yeah, sure, we're friends. Instead of doing that, what he does, or what the show does, let's create unnecessary drama where he knows how she's feeling about him and decides to use her, and will eventually lead to a heartbreak where he comes out as a douchebag who used her. And this is completely unnecessary. If he just asked her, I am 100% sure that she would just say, yes, I will help you. So this is absolutely, completely, 100% unnecessary. At the end of the day, you start a relationship with her? At the end of the day, you're going to have to explain to her why you want her information. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to tell her the truth anyway. In other words, this is pointless. They're trying to make it seem as if Aqua manipulating her emotions is required for him to get information out of her. At least I think that's what they're doing. Right? What? I can't let go of her now? What does that mean? You have phones, right? You've spent weeks, I would imagine. You've spent weeks hanging out with these people. You've texted them. At this point, you're friends. You can just hang out with them straight up. What is the plan here? What is the point of this? We'll see how it goes. But that's my thought process anyway. Because like, there's no point of this. There's no point to this. Oh my god. I'm telling you, this romance thing is the worst part of the show.
で、早速聞いていいかな？最後のキス、本当に付き合うの？
No, of course not.
わかんない。番組の流れ的にあれは受ける流れだったけど、仕事もあるのに恋愛なんて。
What are they talking about? She's saying this as if both of them like each other already. Because at this point, again, I'm telling you, if Aqua says now, oh, it was just acting, bam, heartbreak. Exactly. Exactly like I said.
私そんなイメージ？マジでリアルに本当に仕事第一でやってきて、今まで彼氏作ったことなんてなかったんだよ。嘘。
こっからは番組側は関与しない。付き合おうが別れようが当人同士の自由。そのまま付き合って結婚まで行った人たちだって何組もいる。
Sure, bro. Sure, bro. Sure, bro. Sure, bro. Sure. There were plenty of people who kept dating and got married. Sure, bro. Must be a Japanese thing.
名乗るだけの人たちもいる。ちゃんと自分で考えて、自分で決めるんだ。この業界、君たちの才能を利用するだけ利用して捨てる悪い大人がたくさんいる。
今勝ち、評判いいよ。やっぱり君を使った俺の目は間違ってなかったかな。
どうでしょうね。結局炎上で注目を集めたみたいになってますし。
その後のカバーは君の手腕って聞いたよ。だけど例の映像、上の方で少し問題になったんだよ。収録時の素材を外に流さないってのは業界の鉄の掟。これは一体どうなんだってことでね。出演者とはいえそのタブーを犯したんだ。イチゴプロに賠償請求を出すという話まで出たんだ。
What damages? There were talks of damage. This reeks of adult trying to scare a child who doesn't know any better. What damages? There were no damages. If anything, that's what they should have probably released the footage on their own before they fucking ruined the reputation, or worse, gotten into legal trouble with not protecting minors on their show or some shit, you know.
出演者は
This guy talks about as if this entertainment industry is like the mob.
契約書にある。だから動画を公式 SNS にアップしたわけで、ちゃんと契約通りの仕事をしましたよ。
抜け目ないね。
どうも。
そして君は僕との契約も守り、いい仕事を
Let me guess, this guy is not going to give us any useful information.
支払わないとね。
Or maybe a small lead.
寿司でも食いに行かないか。愛についてとっておきの話をしてあげよ
う。開けておきます。
あ、アクア、ちょっとこっち来て。
逃がさねえからな。
これからどうする？
どうするって。あれは放送されたわけだから、しばらくは彼氏彼女する。
Why?
それはもちろん分かってるんだけど。
だったら。だ
からね、私たちの交際って仕事？それとも本気のやつ？
いや、別に仕事とかじゃ。
変な気は使わないでいいよ。アクア君は私のこと異性として見てないでしょ。
いや、
わかるよ、それくらい。
確かに俺は茜を異性としては見ていない。付き合うってのも仕事の延長線上に捉えてる。ただ俺は茜に女優として強い興味を持っている。これは嘘じゃない。
I mean, he's good. He's manipulating her. But again, I don't see for what purpose.
一番言われて嬉しい言葉でもあるから。
Because, like, apparently he's not willing to lie to her completely. If he was, he would have said that he wants to get together with her, right? If he was truly going for the infiltration, I guess, you know, lying to her and then gaining her confidence and her love, and then tricking her to release information to him or some shit. So apparently he's not willing to go that far, but like, at the end of the day, I just feel like this kiss was completely pointless, unnecessary.
じゃあお仕事として彼氏彼女しようね。本当の彼氏彼女はユキたちがいれば十分だし。
え？
気づいてない？ユキとノブくん、こないだ付き合い始めたんだよ。
マジ？でも撮影の時は振って。
テクニカルだよね。でも私はユキのそういうところが結構好きなんだ。ユキ、マジで人生初恋みたいだよ。
わかんねえもんだな。
じゃあまたね。
お疲れ。メムはタクシーじゃないのか？
うん、歩いて帰れる距離だから。
っていうか詳しいよな。B 小町は世代じゃないだろ。
いやいや、B 小町はみんなの憧れだから。ここだけの話だよ。私、もともとアイドル志望だったんだ。でもいろいろあって挫折しちゃって、今は元気に YouTuber やってますけど。
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Oh my god.
新生 B 小町は現在メンバー募集中なんだけど。
Again, just like with the redhead, there is 0% chance that this YouTuber would ever join the idol group. If this was realistic, she would never, and I mean never, 0% chance that she would join.
B 小町に私がそんな冗談。
Yeah, this show is just going downhill. Like, there's just too many problems. And what I mean by this, right? The reason she would never ever join is because if she was truly a decent YouTuber or whatnot, decently popular YouTuber, she would know that the idol industry is fucked. Secondly, the only way she might do it is if it's like some sort of temporary thing for a video. Like, legitimately. Show me one decently sized YouTuber or streamer who went to become an idol in Japan. Show me one. Show me literally one. Almost 100% sure. You will not find a single one. Why? Because the Japanese idol culture is fucked. Right? They don't pay them. They take most of their money. It's a shitty way to get paid overall. And if you're a decently popular YouTuber already, you're making a bank, most likely. You're making much more money than you would be doing any idling. And any decently popular YouTuber would know this. If you have a decently sized YouTube channel, right? That's your full-time job, most likely. 9 times out of 10, that is your full-time job. And just like with the actress, with Arima Kana, right? You will not have enough time to do both. Not even close. Even if she wanted to do it because it's like her childhood dream or something, I don't think she would be willing to sacrifice her livelihood, which is her YouTube channel, to do this idol thing for like, what, a couple of years. I just, when we're going based off of reality, which this show is very much rooted in reality, it just doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, there is no one who has gotten decently popular on YouTube or streaming who has then gone to do some sort of idol business or become an idol or something. Maybe, and I mean maybe, you can pull it off if you have a bunch of editors and most people work your YouTube channel for you. The only thing you do is just go to the set and film. Maybe I can see it, but I just don't see any YouTuber, any streamer ever going to become an idol. I think you were better off asking this girl, this Yuki girl, because she's just like a model, right? But yeah, I don't know. This show, I feel like this show just has too many problems. Decisions that characters, if they were based in real life, they would never do. You know, they would never make these decisions if this was based in reality. Which, yeah, I get it, it's an anime, but I feel like there's just some logic lacking sometimes. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed episode 8 of Oshi, and we shall be back next time.